Now that PBS has announced they'll be televising the impeachment hearings, what will the drinking game rules be? Take a drink every time Russia is mentioned. Take a shot every time you hear quid pro quo and try not to die. If we turn the impeachment hearings into a drinking game, we better have a death count on the screen too, to count how many people got alcohol poisoning from playing the drinking game. There's gonna be a lot of people needing liver transplants after this week. 1 drink, every time the same Trump or Biden is mentioned. 2 drinks, every time Ukraine is mentioned. 3 drinks, every time impeach or impeachment is said. Finish your drink, every time someone takes one of those awkward gulps of water. Take a shot whenever Putin is mentioned. Every time a felony is added to the list, take a drink. I'm assuming he's going to live tweet. So every time he angrily responds to an accusation, take a drink. If his tweet mentions witch hunt or insults the Democrats, take 2 drinks. If he specifically calls out Nancy Pelosi or AOC, take 3 drinks. Every time a congressperson asks a stupid question, take a drink. Every time Republicans conveniently move their criteria for impeachment, take small a sip. They are going to be doing this a lot. You don't want to get alcohol poisoning. Drink every time PBS is threatened with defunding. Scroll on Twitter under the hashtag at the same time and drink every time someone mentions they would start a civil war if Trump is impeached. Drink every time someone doesn't answer the question. A shot of peach schnapps, which is beyond gross, imho, every time you hear the word impeach. A shot of Jaeger every time you hear the word tremendous. Take a shot for Hillary's emails, Hunter Biden. If anyone says MAGA in its abbreviated or full form, do nothing Democrats. A Trump tweet containing the phrase witch hunt with at least 1 spelling error in the tweet, perfect phone call. Finish your drink for Trump promoting an anti-Hillary video on Twitter, any mention of Gov. A red herring involving MS-13, any mention of Xi or Putin by a Republican. Power Hour starts with Ivanka promoting her brand or getting new Chinese patents. Absolutely any mention of Barron by a member of the Trump family. Trump saying the words fuck or shit on live TV. Edit, holy war, thanks for the plat. Now I feel like I have to actually do this. Promise to give up drinking if Trump gets impeached. Rules? If there's anything we should have learned in the last few years, it's that there are no rules. Drink whenever, and then try to dodge the consequences the day after. Take a shot every time one of the following is mentioned. Fake news, witch hunt, civil war. Take a shot every time someone makes a question irrelevant to the proceedings to try and confuse the issue, brings up whataboutism, dodges the question instead of answering it, blames the other party, blames someone else not party affiliated, blames someone else within their party, returns a question with an insult instead of an answer. I figure you'll be unconscious within 15 minutes to a half an hour, depending on your tolerance. How about every time a congressman or woman asks a question and then interrupts the person trying to answer it, we hit ourselves in the side of the head with a hammer. 1 shot for every no one is above the law. Every time someone refuses to answer a direct question, whether through dancing around it or saying they can't recall, or can't answer, etc., chug for 3 seconds. Hopefully this helps you get through 1 person without dying for alcohol poisoning. Or every time someone says Trump, take a shot. I've been playing this drinking game since 2016. I'm not sure how much my liver can take. Edit, jokes on me, apparently I'm a champ, cheers. Every time Jim Jordan doesn't have on a jacket, drink. Just drink constantly. Don't stop drinking until this whole goddamn thing is over and we can get back to the real reality we split off from in 2012. Open bottle, drink until empty. Repeat. You will need it. Take a drink anytime. 1. A Republican complains about the process being unfair. 2. A Republican questions the motives of a witness. 3. A Republican mentions Hillary, Biden or Obama. 4. A Democrat mentions Russia, Ukraine or the Mueller report. 5. Anyone utters the words quid pro quo. 6. A Republican declares the process a waste of time. Shoot a whole bottle of Jack if. 1. A Republican admits that Donald Trump did something wrong. 2. A Democrat says the process is a waste of time. Have fun and may you not get alcohol poisoning. Drink every time you hear Clinton. 1 if by land, 2 if by sea. I don't recall equals drink. International drinking rules. Every time a county is name-checked in the impeachment hearing, you must drink a shot of the most famous national drink. Russia, vodka. Ukraine, Holika. China, baijiu. USA, bourbon. Can someone give me a rundown on what's happening? I'm completely fucking stupid and I live under a rock. We all just tweet sad after we finish a bottle. Rule 1, drink heavily to dull the pain. Rule 2, there is no rule 2. Take a shot for every person you register to vote for the 2020 elections #democracy. Take a drink every time someone answers a question with I don't remember. Every time you want the world to end, drink a bottle of whiskey. Shot every time the narrative changes between there was no quid pro quo and there was quid pro quo, but that's fine. The past 3 years has already done enough damage to my liver. I'm going to put together impeachment bingo cards instead. Watch it with someone from the other side of the fence, and each of you drinks every time the other says something you think is obviously dumb. You'll both be hammered in minutes. Please don't do this. You'll all die of alcohol poisoning no matter what the rules are. When it goes to the Senate, I'm going to tape a cherry tomato to my TV and see how many times McConnell's mouth goes near it. Shot of tequila for president. Shot of vodka for Trump. Maybe take a drink every time someone answers a question honestly the first time it's asked. You know, like, if you have to drive afterward or something. Most of these suggestions are jokes about drinking continuously, but if you want a drinking game that's really about the fundamental impact of the hearings. 1. Every time a witness suddenly realizes, oh no, I shouldn't have said that. 2. Every time a GOP questioner suddenly realizes, oh no, I shouldn't have asked that. 3. Every time a carefully crafted narrative falls apart and the witness is redirected into explaining a contradiction between their testimony and A. Previous statements. B. Previous testimony. C. Written evidence. If you don't want to die, drink every time someone admits they were wrong. Take a shot every time a Republican calls for a yes and no vote and makes them tally every vote. Take a shot every time someone pulls their phone out and doesn't act like they care about the hearings. Take a shot every time they ask to repeat the question. The American people. Hello all you YouTube channels and clickbait news websites shamelessly stealing the responses from this and claiming them as your own. I see you. I assume that every rule set degenerates to drink non-stop until drinking more is no longer possible. Whether that is because you have run out of digestive space, are too drunk to successfully consume additional liquor, or are dead will depend on the individual. I like beer. I drank beer, I still drink beer. I like beer. Do you like beer, Senator? If you still have a witch's hat laying around from Halloween, you can have a person wear it. It'll rotate around the room on time or whenever a new person is introduced during proceedings. Whenever the term witch hunt is used, you all scream burn the witch and the person in the hat takes a shot of fireball. Nice try, funeral companies. The moment anyone says anything, remain stone cold sober, watching every last second and remembering how we wound up in this situation.